The third Monday in January, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's been a national holiday since 1986, nearly 20 years after Martin Luther King's assassination. It may be shocking to know King's popularity wasn't so high while he was advocating, marching, and demanding civil rights, thus the assassination. It's only when looking through the lens of history, decades after his death, did MLK's teachings and legacy become more popular. That retrospective is kind of how we wanted to approach our conversation with Olivia today. Olivia, you may remember, wrote an essay for her English class in the fall of 2020. She was then a senior at Centennial High School, the youngest of 7 Malmgren kids, adopted in 2003 and brought to Idaho when she was just 5 days old. Olivia's essay was titled, "My Brown Skin in a White World." Her essay explores the physical differences between herself and her family and friends, of course, but it also gets into the issues she never really expected to face, having grown up like she did in mostly white Idaho and a mostly white family. Olivia is now 18 and a college student in Rexburg, so we thought we'd check in nearly a year after we first spoke with her about what's changed for her since facing her truth and writing that essay.
Blue eyes connect with mine as we pass each other. The feeling that these eyes are still on me is heavy, the certainty that they are watching me extra closely. This is not the first time I have felt the heavy gaze of society on my back, and it most certainly will not be the last. I wrote this essay because I was supposed to write on like a life-changing event or something that shaped you as a person. And I realized that I had like kind of like an identity crisis of my own of like who I'm supposed to be with my race. My eyes, brown as the soil that sprouts rich green grass, takes in the reality of my life. My brown skin causes some people to judge me before they get to know me. My beautiful brown skin.
Nearly a year later. Oh, hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, that works. How are you? Olivia is now in her second semester at BYU, Idaho. How do you feel you've changed, or what's changed for you since you kind of accepted that and addressed this identity crisis you've been in?
I've really had to take a deeper look inside myself and be more accepting of, I feel like, my flaws, and realizing that those were mine and that wasn't like tied to any one group, you know?
I felt I was white despite having black skin. In her essay, Olivia wrote about being raised by white parents with white brothers and sisters. I was part of their family. I had black skin, but that was it, she wrote. I had heard about black families who were harmed by systemic racism, blacks who committed crimes. This essay that you wrote, was that a pivotal moment for you? Are you somebody different since then?
Absolutely. I've addressed certain biases that I have in my own life that, like, you know, set prejudices that I didn't know that I had when I was thinking of writing this piece.
Blacks who were known for being rough and burly, and blacks who did not have fathers. Blacks who were malicious. I thought I knew that side of being black, and I wanted no part of it whatsoever.
And so I think that that has been a huge part in my maturity of accepting others and embracing different cultures. That confidence that came from being published with Idaho Magazine was, it's made me think, like, how else can I express my position in a way that's loving and kind to others and that others may understand.
Everyone around me was white. The ads on TV, on social media, everything pointed toward white culture. And so I had made it my own, and being black was foreign to me. Prior to that point, prior to you accepting this and kind of taking it head on, a day like today, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, what did it mean for you growing up?
Well, growing up, it was just another day. You know, it was a day I had off from school, or it was a day that, it was just another day. And I really regret that because there's so much more to this day for who I am as a person, like as an African-American. I feel like I glossed over it. I didn't like really see the meaning of like his movement and his activism and his participation is a huge part as to why I am able to share my opinions.
What does it mean to you now?
It makes me want to understand, the loving aspect of the civil rights movement. And I think that I need to do more digging because I'm not well-versed in African American culture, which I want to be, because it has its own culture. And I've grown up with the American side of the white American side, and I'd love to be a part of like the Black American side.
Olivia says she loves going to college in Rexburg, loves the ability to meet new people, make new friends, open up herself to others and be more accepting of them out of her comfort zone. It's helping round herself out even more, she says, which is the objective of college after all. But she's still a work in progress, she says. Had she not written that essay, she may not be in the same place personally she is today. She may still be living in that same cloud of denial she was under before writing it. But it would have happened eventually because she knew something needed to change, which is the main message of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., then and now.